So guys, I want to show you some of the things that you need to know about a car before you start driving. And today I'm going to start with the controls. I will start off with the controls for the lights, and usually for these Japanese cars the controls are more or less the same, and for this particular car the control for the light is situated on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So as you can see now, this knob has different settings for the lights, and as you can see now the lights are off. You also have another setting written auto, which basically means automatic. If you leave the lever there, it means that the sensors that are on the dashboard can sense the amount of light that is outside, and if the light is not enough, then the car switches on the lights automatically. We also have another setting there for what you call parking lights. Basically what it does, it switches on the corner lights of the car. And then finally we have this other setting here for what you call low beam or regular lights. These are the lights that you use to drive the car on the road. Otherwise you are not supposed to use high beam, which can blind other users and cause an accident. Apart from that, you also use this particular lever to switch on the indicators. So if you want to switch on the left indicator, which was this side, you basically pull this lever upwards like that. If you want to switch on the right indicator, then you drop it downwards like that, and to switch off you just pull it to the central position. You can also use this lever to flash the headlights by just pulling the lights like that. Pulling the lever like that, sorry. Then on the left hand side of the steering wheel, there is also another lever which basically controls the wipers. So to start off, you are not supposed to operate the wipers on a dry windscreen. So for example, if you just want to wipe your windscreen and there is no rain outside, there is usually the windscreen fluid which is under the bonnet, which you usually spray on the windscreen and then just put on the wipers. Otherwise you're not supposed to use the wipers on a dry windscreen. So to just wipe your windscreen on whenever there is no rain outside, you basically pull this lever towards you. What it does, it sprinkles water on the windscreen, and then basically it wipes it several times and goes off. Apart from that, you also have other settings now which you use when there's rain outside. So basically this lever has different speeds for the wipers, and you usually activate the wipers depending on the level of rain that is outside. So basically as you drop this lever downwards like this, it activates, it increases the speed of the wiper. So depending on the level of the rain outside, you decide which speed of the wiper is appropriate to wipe your windscreen. Then apart from that, we also have other settings for the side mirrors. So in this particular car, the settings are located on the right hand side of the dashboard. Otherwise, sometimes you can find them on the door panel. So to adjust the side mirrors, like you can see here, we have a switch written open and close. Basically, this one is used when you want to either open or close the side mirrors. When you are parking your car, you might want to close the side mirrors so that they may not be broken by accident. The other one, this one, is used for adjusting the side mirrors, and it is used in conjunction with these other 4 knobs here. So for you to operate or rather to adjust the right side mirror, basically you switch on towards that side, and then you use these 4 knobs to adjust depending on the way you want the side mirror to be positioned. To adjust the left side mirror, then you switch this thing towards the left like that, and then you still use these 4 buttons to adjust the side mirror. Then on the door panel, you can see there are other settings for other buttons for operating the windows. So for this particular car, you can see now we have 4 buttons here. This one is for the right, the front right mirror. I mean the front right window. This one is the front left window. This one is the back right window, and this one is the back left window. This one is basically used for locking the windows, so that those other passengers may not be able to operate the windows. And this one is particularly used when you have kids inside the car, so that you avoid them opening and closing the windows unnecessarily. Then this one is for locking the doors, and this one is for unlocking the doors. Then when you come to the center console here, you can see the gear lever, and this one is basically it's an automatic transmission. Or for those people who are more conversant with the cars, this particular car is a CVT, but the arrangement of the gear settings is basically the same, even for automatic cars. So this, as you can see now, it has different settings or different switches here. This one written P basically means parking, and this one it basically acts like a brake, a temporary brake for the car. Otherwise, if you are parking your car for some longer period of time, then you are supposed to use this one in conjunction with the handbrake. This one is used for reversing. This one is for neutral. Basically, neutral is meant for you to be able to push the car in case it has stalled. Otherwise, you are not supposed to use the neutral while you are driving. Some people usually assume once you engage the neutral, especially when you are going downhill, you save fuel, which is not usually the case, especially with the newer cars. So basically, you only use this neutral when you want to push your car when it has stalled. Then this one, written D, is the one that you use when you want to drive. And then this one is a lower gear. Basically, this one you can use when you are stuck, because for these automatic cars, the moment you put it into drive and then you accelerate, it interprets that you want more speed. And when you are stuck, for example, in the mud, you don't want your wheels to spin faster, because the faster the wheels spin, you lose traction. So sometimes you may want to engage this lower gear, so that as much as you accelerate, the car doesn't spin the wheels so fast. And something to note, before you engage the gear from, let's say, parking to drive, you have to press the brake pedal, and also you press this particular knob on the side of the of the gear lever. That's it for today's video. If you have found this video to be useful to you, please remember to subscribe and like the video so that other people can also see. Otherwise, see you in the next video.